Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Danny, and I got a little video I wanted to do. I wanted to finish up the collection editions video, or at least the purchase that I made a while back that I bought off my preacher at church. Greg, thank you for that. I don't know if you'll ever see this video, but I appreciate it. I got first crack at his collection. Now, when I was going through it, I saw that he had this box of cards in there, and while I was at it, I just grabbed it, and I didn't even look in it. I don't know what's in it. I see there's some like 89s, 90s. It looks like there's some 89 Fleer. I'm sure there's some Donruss and some Score, and just whatever. And I know what time frame it's from, 89 to 91, whatever. So there's not a whole lot of value. And I don't know that he changed his price at all. So I got this box either for free or gave $1 for it. And I thought, you know what, it'd be cool to kind of make a video just kind of going through it. Even if I don't get anything out of it, it's cool to just kind of add it to some of the old sets that I've been trying to build. So let's go through this together, guys, and hopefully we'll pull a couple of neat cards out of here. If nothing else, maybe something to send a buddy. So, all right, so there's a Jay Buhner card. Not quite his rookie card, but pretty neat card. Jay Buhner was a guy that benefited from batting in a really good lineup with Junior and Martinez and some of the others that he batted around. He hadn't hit his stride yet. It wasn't long. He was hitting 30, 35 homers a year or whatever. So, a good guy. May not read all of these to you. So there's a Dwight Gooden, 87 baseball's best. So we'll stand that up, kind of. But let's see what else. With Bert Blyleven, that's a Hall of Famer. Goose Gazzo. All right, so there is a Tom Glavine card, and I don't know if you can see it, but that dude is pretty wrinkled. And talking to Greg, the guy I got these from, he said that he used to do card shows. There's a Dan Murphy again. It looks like it's roasted. And it sounds like he had some of these that he'd set up and sell, pretty cheap. Oh, there's a sweet Don Mattingly. I think I just got one of these a while back from JB Sports Cards. So thank you, JB, for that again. So that's cool that these cards were kind of hidden in here. Let's flip some of these around. Wally Joyner. Alright, may have to flip them all around. Ron Darling, Steve Sachs. So by Sid Bream, pulled a Sid Bream. That used to be the guy I joked about the most pulling. Matt Noakes, good card. He played in Nashville for a while. But by this is 90 tops. 90 tops. You had lots of choices: Tops, Donruss, Fleer, Score, Upper Deck. It was hard to focus, and so I could tell the further I went in my collection. Look at all the Willie Upshaws. That early on it was predominantly Tops, but then as these other brands became available, I started collecting them as well. Another Willie Upshaw. I don't know if he was he must have been prospecting Willie Upshaw. It's kind of funny. All right, there's some 88s. Another Willie Upshaw. That is hilarious. Okay. There's a Mike Schmidt. So, Mike Scott and Mike Witt, that goes along with that same collection. So it's pretty cool. Eric Hansen, Bobby Thigpen, Bryn Smith, Kirby Puckett. So those cards are pretty sweet. I don't know if I can lean them all in there with the way these cards are doing. I'm trying not to let them kind of clump around or whatever. All right, Kurt Manwaring, Bill Schroeder, Andy Hawkins. All right, so these cards right here, I believe, were in a special set or a game or something like that. These 88 Donruss with this border. So let me know in the comments below if you know where these came from, because those are kind of different. Claudell Washington, Tommy John, Barry Larkin, pretty cool. Alright, so when I find a card like that, I'll set it down. Pete Smith, there's a Cal Ripken Jr. There's a PC hit. We'll add him to the pile. So I don't have any of these orange border cards, and my buddy Greg had like this old like set assortment, whatever, that had a bunch in it. Ricky Henderson. So I keep pulling fire just periodically through these. Mike Greenwell, Tim the Rock Reigns, another Jack Morris, Robin Yount, Darryl Strawberry. So there's some cool cards in here, man. You know, you got to sort through all the other Kirby Puckett to get to them. But man, that's the fun of kind of going through this stuff, right? Is getting a box like this. I'll tell you what, we'll stick them down there, lean these cards back a little bit, and maybe we'll better go through them a little better. I see some Score coming up. I used to really like Score. It was cheap. It was just cheap, so I liked it. Oh man, some of these cards with their gum stains and wax stains, I don't miss that at all. That's why I like to buy, you know, rack packs and things like that, because you don't wind up having to fight all the gum stains and wax stains. Not that you still can't get dinged up cards, I get that. You can. Matt Williams, that dude, that's a Matt Williams rookie. I really liked him as a kid. Lenny Dykstra. There's a Lewis something. Terry Clark. Another Lenny Dykstra. We'll set this little pile down and fix some of these cards. Well, we'll just flip the whole pile. How about that? Frank DePino, Teddy Higuera. There's a Paul Molitor. Little sweet Lou Whitaker. You gotta like that. Hojo, used to like that dude too. Jim Morrison. The Doors. Alright. Keep going here. Dwight Smith, rookie. There's a Darryl Strawberry. So in my previous video, you probably saw I bought a bunch of Strawberry. I believe it's Dwight Gooden as well. And I'm sorry if I'm off camera. Trying to there's Harold Baines. Trying to go through these a little bit and quickly figure out, you know, what we got here without making a 37-minute video. Lenny Dykstra. Anybody need a 88 Fleer Lenny Dykstra? Because I got some. Bill Brennan, Albuquerque Dukes. Sounds like my wife just got home. So it's been storming here. My daughter, Carlton Fisk, had a cross-country practice, and I'm sure I had to run in the rain for a minute. Lenny Dykstra again with the Mets. Walt Weiss, there's an Edgar with a Robbie Alomar right behind him. So that's I believe that's his rookie card. Edgar Martinez. So I'm sorry. I'm going to stick these over on the pile. Another Robbie Alomar. Mike Greenwell All-Star. Warriors leaders Walt Weiss. Kevin McReynolds, Dodgers leaders. So, hey man, we're pulling some neat stuff. You know, it's not epic, earth-shattering, whatever, but I'm finding some Hall of Famers. And that's fun, man. There's Rafi Palmeiro. There's another Robbie Alomar. There's a Dwight Gooden, turn back the clock. We won't drop that one down there. Greg Harris. So I eyeball these type boxes every now and then when I go to card shows, and they'll, like I picked these up for, they'll have just a couple dollars on them, and they'll have some Bobby Bonilla's showing and whatever, and you'll think, man, I'm gonna pick up some of these because they're cheap, and maybe you can find a couple cards that you need to help finish out your set. Now, at least these right here, they look to be in really good shape. It's been a while since we've pulled a big name. So there's an Ozzie Smith all-star card, another Lenny Dykstra hot box. All right, we should be able to get through these two, and hopefully the glare isn't horrible and you can tell what's going on. Jack Howell, Fernando, Joe Morgan, Ozzie again. There's a Rhino. That's cool. Willie Wilson, Bob Nepper, Dave Henderson. So it's cool to go through these. And, you don't really want to wind up with there's a Andre the Hawk Dawson. A bunch of cards that you don't like, don't collect, don't want. Like I said, I can, bad gum stain or wax stain on the back of that one. I can use these to help build sets, or add to giveaway piles or whatever. And that's what I like to do with them. Alright guys, one more little stack to go through. We're right at 12 minutes, and then we'll talk about some of the cool stuff we found. So I'm glad I picked these up. Dave Magadan. Trying to go quickly here. And hopefully I didn't overlook anything. Frank Viola, one-time Cy Young Award winner. Andres Thomas. We'll stick that pile down. Alright, so give us something cool here in the last little bit. Or not. Harold Baines. How about that? Larry Walker. Okay, so real quick, we'll go through some of these cards. I know a lot of times people say real quick, but then they don't go quick. But we're gonna try and do that. All right, Burt Bly 11. That's pretty cool. Harold Baines, Andre Dawson, and these are 89s. Ryan Sandberg. Good clean card. Ozzie Smith. There was 3 Robbie Alomars in a row, and then an Edgar, maybe for D's card break. Carlton Fisk, Harold Baines, my guy Darryl Strawberry, Paul Molitor, Matt Williams, Kirby Puckett, Darryl Strawberry, Robin Yount, Tim Raines, Cal Ripken, and Barry Larkin, all in that kind of weird design. Don't know what that is. Y'all let me know what that is in the comments. I got a Tom Glavine rookie, I believe. Maybe not. No, it's a 90. 88 would have been his rookie year. Mike Scott, Mike Witt, Mike Schmidt, Ricky Henderson, Don Mattingly, Dwight Gooden, and Kirby Puckett, all in this 87 Baseball's Best set. So, anyhow, pretty neat stuff, man. I got a decent amount of cards. That felt like going through a Fairfield box that was isolated to 3 years. So, anyhow, fun little rip. Thank you if you hung out with me the entire time. I appreciate it. We'll cut the video right here, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you like sorting through old cards like this, or if you see something you needed to finish a set, man, just shoot me an email at 12againstsports@gmail.com, and we'll try and get something out to you. But appreciate you hanging out with me. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. And friends, we will catch you on the next episode. Thanks.